Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we have another Dokkan news video. I know just been kind of flowing with the news today. There is a lot of news that we got to cover today. Kind of a lot of little small things, but still a lot nonetheless. It was actually a lot more tabs up at the top before, and I managed to reduce it down. So let's get into this right here. We have some global and JP news. A lot of bugs on global, which I guess is a good thing for Dragonstones, but not a good thing for the game. But let's go over what we actually got, right? So let's go over the JP stuff real quick. First, so this was actually my bad. I goofed at this. So this last night was posted on the JP Twitter, this video, and we're going to watch it right now. Okay, good, the sound is muted. Didn't want that break in your ears. Let me actually refresh the page since it doesn't seem like it's working. But basically, I saw this video. I was up when it got tweeted, and I was like, oh, they're letting you here. So watch what they do here, right? So they click the button. They're showing you, right, that it selects the character that you want, and then you select it, and it picks the character up there in the top right corner, right? So I misread it. I misread the translation, and I actually put in the Discord. I did edit it though. That this was like what I thought it was at first was that this would be a friend you could take into battle. So you could like arbitrarily set your friend, you know, so then that way you didn't have to look for a friend and you can set like an individual friend for all of your teams. I thought that's what it was, and I got really excited because that would have literally been game changing. But then, you know, I was also still thinking, well, then why would they have put the filter in, you know, that they added, that I talked about in the news video yesterday. But it turns out that that is not the case. What this actually is, it kind of says it now that I'm rereading the translation, but the Reddit has the translation in the title here. Ability to set your friend unit separate to your party. So this is setting the leader that everyone on your friends list will see. So you don't have to go through all that garbage of, you know, like trying to set it to the proper team or whatever. You know, if you don't want to run a certain team, but, you know, your friend needs a lead or something like that, you can just set the leader from here, which is actually pretty dope. But, you know, disappointing for me from what I thought it was, but still a very cool update nonetheless. And then too, you can flex on your friends as well. So that's pretty cool. I do, now that I said that though, and I thought that that was that, kind of wish that that's how that actually was up there, and maybe they'll add an option for that in the future. But hey, a man can dream, right? But anyhow, let's keep moving on. JP is getting a 3-day login bonus with 7 stones in total. If we hop over here, where is it? Here it is. Basically, for logging in, you're just going to get 7 stones in total. Really nothing like super exciting. Kind of cool, I guess. I mean, you know, free dragon stones is always good. But it's just, I guess, like, you know, leading up to the Tenkaichi Budokai. So that's pretty cool. Then we also have 2 more things on JP. This right here is talking about the what we literally just looked at this video here about the adding the friend arbitrarily, right? Or adding your lead that your friends will see. That's what this is about. And then this is about the filter that we went over yesterday in the news video. And obviously the fact that Dokkan is getting an update, right? So that's literally it. In terms of JP news, we already went over all this stuff. Glad to see that this is actually in the game though, so that's pretty cool. This was what we went over in the World Tournament news video yesterday, so go check that out if you have not yet. But let's move on to Global. Global's been, I don't know what's going on over there at Bandai, but well, I know it's Akatsuki, but like, I don't know, man. Anyway, as you can see here, I did put all this in the Discord last night, but this news happened so late that I just had to go to bed. I was like, I can't stay up and make another one because it was already so late. But anyhow, basically, interesting thing here, as you can see, Goku is Int, the SR Goku from the Otherworld event, but here, he's still STR. So you guys know that they changed this event from a special event to a story event. So I'm assuming they just copied this over from JP and changed the text, and they just forgot to change that. That's a pretty big goof, especially for, you know, a game as professional as Dokkan Battle. So, not good. They have not actually said anything about that. Some of these other glitches that we're going to go over, they have gave an official statement on, but kind of interesting. He is still int in the game, by the way. I did check the files last night when this actually dropped, and he is still int in the global database. So, they just messed up on the actual art on the banner. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the other stuff here. This is kind of interesting. The Hidden Awaken, or the Hidden Potential pack in the Pilaf's Trove is getting an update. Basically, instead of having 2,000 friend points now, it's going to have 250 Baba points. So that's kind of interesting. I know a lot of people don't really buy those unless they're like big global whales, but still kind of interesting to note. As well, they're going to be reset after maintenance, which, I mean, maintenance is over now, so they have been reset if you've bought all of them in the past. Right, players who reach the purchase limits will be able to buy the packs again. So there you go. Not too big, but hey, figured I might as well throw it out there, right? So this obviously here, nothing too big, but funny enough, it actually is here too, with the, and then here, look, they show you that it's int as well. The other world events obviously coming back to global with the return of the banner. We talked about that in a news video a little while back. As well, though, what's kind of interesting is that you can now farm the PyCon hat for like just for free to farm on the last stage. So that's really cool. That was not part of the story event before, so I think that's awesome that they're actually, you know, making that a farmable item, because that's a ton of free XP for you to get. I really actually think that that's pretty awesome. I kind of wish that change would come to JP because I'd farm the heck out of that. But hey, very glad that Global's getting it. By the way, these guys did not get the boost, unfortunately. Kind of wish they did, you know, because then they'd be so much better than the JP ones. But unfortunately, they did not get the buff. Kind of wish they did, you know, like I said. But hey, you can't get everything that you want sometimes. Let's actually check on the Dokkan wiki just to see the full difference, right? So if we click on this guy, right, so he's the 3 key 100%. Wait, that looked like what it said here. Did they buff it? Wait. I think they... Wait a second. This is global. No, okay. I'm looking at the wrong thing. My bad. I'm really tired. No, they did. Wait. Choto to the Matayo, they did? Wait, let me make sure I'm on the right thing here. Global, yeah. Japan, yeah. Obviously, the JP one has, what do you call it? Fierce Battle. Or, not Fierce Battle, sorry. The global one has Fierce Battle. The other one has, Shafting the Limit. Yeah. Am I seeing this right, or am I tripping? No, it didn't get updated. Okay, the page was just smoking. All right, my bad. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, hold on. I know that they didn't update them. Yeah, no, they didn't get updated, unfortunately. I wish they did, but hey, can't get everything that you want, I suppose. So let's go over these other glitches, and then we'll go over some actual good stuff for Global to kind of round out this video. So, kind of interesting here. Basically, there was a glitch with the Otherworld event where there's a mission that basically if you awaken the SR Goku, you get I don't know if it's a Dragon Stone or here. Let's read it right here. Level up specific character super attack to 10. Level up super attack right of the Goku to 10. Okay, so basically it's just saying that this did not give you the mission reward if the character was already SA10 in your box. So if you farm this guy way back when the event first came around, the mission did not proc, because usually, you know, when you have a mission completed, like before the mission is actually added into the game, like for example here, if you had this SR Goku at SA10 already, it should give you the mission reward right away, but it did not. Kind of interesting that they actually gave compensation for this. Everybody got 1 stone in their gift box, so that's pretty cool. But kind of interesting that we got compensation for this, because I know there's been glitches with the LR campaign in the past where like it didn't give you the reward if you had the card. You had to unawaken and then reawaken the card and then it gave it to you. And I don't remember any compensation for that. So kind of interesting that they're giving it for this, but hey, free Dragonstone is a free Dragonstone, so I'll take it. But anyhow, so we have, this is also another glitch that Global had, another small one, but basically there's a 2 asset download, I believe, after the maintenance, and then basically it was literally just Mighty Mask's SA description, because there wasn't a space between causes and supreme before. So dumb. Like, so stupid that they just forgot a space. This is like, I don't know. It makes me mad as a sort of aspiring game designer that like they let all of these goofs slide by. Like, obviously no one's perfect, but this is so many errors in one night. Like, come on, step it up, Akatsuki. But anyhow, let's go over to more pleasant things now for Global, and then we will be all good on today's news. Did not mean to highlight that. So here's what's interesting. They changed up the Otherworld banner a little bit. Obviously the Otherworld banner is live on Global right now. Oh my gosh, I didn't put King Cold there. They didn't give my man's a banner. They're doing him dirty like that. But anyway, so here's what's interesting. So they gave it a step up summon, and it's good, and also kind of, I don't know if I want to say bad, but I don't know. There's something that we need to look at on JP as well to kind of show you why I don't know if I like the change or not. The beginning part I definitely do, but I'll explain, right? So a 3 super step up multi discount is available in this event. Use 15 Dragonstones to summon 5-star characters. Or to summon 5 characters, excuse me. Let me reread that because I just woke up. I apologize. Step 1. Use 15 Dragonstones to summon 5 characters. 1 featured SSR is guaranteed. So that first 15 stones that you do, you're going to get 5 characters, and you're going to get a featured GSSR. So that is obviously one of these guys. That's pretty cool. Also, the Frieza isn't loading, but that's what that image is supposed to be. Don't know why it's not loading, but whatever. Frieza is on the banner. That's just something with me on my end. But anyhow, so if you do those first 15 Dragonstones, you get 5 characters and you get a guaranteed SSR. I'm going to do that. I say that even if you've been saving stones for a while, that's definitely worth it. 15 stones is not hard to come by. And a guaranteed SSR and only 3 characters worth of summons for 5 characters is a really good deal. LRs are on this banner as well, so you even have a chance to get one in that 5 stones. Who knows, you could get super lucky. I would definitely do the 15 stones at the bare minimum. So after that, oh right, and on top of that, you get an Elder Kai. So like, there's literally no reason not to do it. If you don't do it, boy. But anyway, step 2, use 30 Dragonstones to perform a multi-summon. 1 featured SSR is guaranteed. On top of that, you get 2 Elder Kais. Also a very good summon. Not one that I'd say is completely necessary, especially if you're saving your stones for the 3-year anniversary. I would still say, though, definitely do that 15 stone summon. And then step 3, use 30 Dragonstones to perform a multi. This is kind of interesting. Guaranteed to get either Super Saiyan Goku Angel, the Kaioken one obviously, or Pikkon. So they're kind of doing it like they did with the Vegeta and Beerus banner on Global, where it is guaranteed to get one of the units. I think that that's awesome that they do that on Global, just because, you know, then it's a lot higher chance to get the card that you're looking for if you're going, you know, all the way in. Kind of interesting that it's not the very first summon. Obviously, you know, the 15 one kind of replaced that, and they would do a 30 if that was the case of, you know, like the 30 would be the first one if you were going to get either one. But they now have that as the last multi in the step up summon. So that is very cool though, nonetheless. I would say, you know, if you're pretty, you know, like decent with your stones right now, I would say do it all, to be honest. But if not, if you want to save, definitely just do the 15 summon. Now, here's what's interesting about this, right? 1 SSR character is still guaranteed per multi-summon after the super discounts end. So let's see real quick up here. The super multi discounts will end once step 3 is completed, and the required amount of Dragonstones for multi will change back to 50. So here's what's interesting about this, right? The reason why I pulled up JP is because I believe that this banner is like permanently GSSR on JP, and on global obviously it becomes the regular guaranteed SSR system. Let me make sure of that though. Let's see, new SSR King Cold. Yeah, so I'm pretty positive that it's GSSR every time. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments and I will go pin your comment, but I'm like 99% sure that's how it works. Very interesting though that they decided to do that on global. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, I'm kind of like, I don't know if it's a bad thing or not, because obviously, you know, with this banner, you want to get the featured SSR, but you know, the unfeatured thing is still great for getting an LR or, you know, just other really good unfeatured characters. So I'm not sure if this is like, I mean, I guess it's just kind of an okay thing, not really bad or good. But you know, it's whatever, I suppose. But that's the banner for global. Last new thing, this is very interesting. So global finally got their world tournament reward announced, and it is a brand new card that is actually exclusive to global. Yay for global exclusives. It is a physical Super Saiyan Mighty Mask, which is actually really cool. As you can see in the I don't know what you would even call this thing, the cloak, the cape, whatever. They're Super Saiyan, so that's kind of interesting. Definitely very cool though. Obviously, like I said, JP does not have this card. I apologize if they end up getting it, because I know global has been teased a lot lately with their global exclusives not really being global exclusive. But for now, rejoice, it is indeed global exclusive. So let's go over what he does here. Leader skill, physical key, +2 HP attack and defense, +50%. It's okay, not the best. Super attack, final cannon, raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. By the way, as you can see here, that's what they were talking about. Where was it? Or no, not there. Maybe that's just an error on DBZ space, because they were saying it was between supreme and damage where there was no space, but maybe they just got it wrong there. But either way, I'm not sure if that's just a DBZ space display error or what. But anyhow, it was something like that that was the error with the space there. But anyway, passive skill, particular rhythm, attack and defense +80% when facing only one enemy. That's the majority of the time anyway, so you don't got much to worry about there. Evade enemies attack, including super attack for 1 turn when HP is 40% or below once only. So this is very interesting. Before we go over that, let's just say links. Super Saiyan World Tournament Reborn. More than meets the eye, the innocent, shocking speed and shocking speed. I combined that with flee at the bottom. Shocking speed, excuse me, and flee. I think World Tournament Reborn is just the normal World Tournament link. I've never heard it called that though. But anyhow, the passive skill is the most interesting thing about this guy. When facing one enemy, evade enemy's attack, including super attack, for 1 turn when HP is 40% or below once only. So, what's interesting about this is that you can dodge all the attacks. Mighty Mask, at least, can dodge all the attacks that the enemy is throwing at you for 1 turn. So it's not just like one attack that they're dodging. That turn that he's out on the field and the passive skill procs, he dodges all attacks. That's awesome. And I kind of think that they almost made this card to be designed for the World Tournament, because this is something that would work perfectly for using in the World Tournament. Obviously, in the World Tournament, you don't want to get hit. That's why we bring our SR, Jocko, and Chaozu. This guy would be perfect for that first slot. You know, obviously, if you're going to get hit a lot, you can have this guy in there when his passive procs. Then you can have LR Broly in the next slot, you know, destroying people out the wazoo. So very interesting. I'm not sure if when it says once only, let's see, when facing only one enemy, evade attack including super attack for 1 turn, 40% once only. I'm not sure if it's saying that his passive only activates once, but I believe that is what it's saying here. I don't know how else you would interpret it. That's still pretty good nonetheless. Although I will say that then if it is only, you know, like once per battle essentially, then it's only proccing once and it's a dead passive. So I feel like that's not how it works, because I feel like they would make a card that just like essentially loses its passive skill after one round. Maybe it's only talking about like every time you're under 40%. Keep in mind too, it only does activate when you're under 40%. So I suppose if you were using him in the World Tournament, you would have to take damage first, and obviously you don't want to do that. But a very interesting card nonetheless. It's really cool when they give cards like an actual dodge mechanic. But if someone wants to clarify as well in the description below how that passive skill actually works, or like, you know, explain it more so in depth, that would be great. I'll try and pin your comment as well. If you could combine that with the other thing as well too, that'd be great. But nonetheless, that's all the news we got for today. I know we had a ton of stuff, but we just had a lot of miscellaneous news. Either way though, guys, catch you in the next one. I've been you two out. Peace.